Okay, so let's begin. And first, we have to start by moisturizing our face. And I'm using this Johnson Soft Lotion. And you can use any moisturizer. This is just the one I have currently. And I'm going to apply some all over my face. So I'm going to let that set for about a few minutes before I apply my foundation primer. So I'm just going to fan it just a bit. I probably won't wait as like I usually wait. So you know, for the sake of the video. So the next step is I'm going to prime with this e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. And I'm just going to pump about that much. Concentrating it on my T-zone. And a foundation primer, just FYI, is just going to give you a nice base for your foundation so it could apply much more smoothly and so your face won't look cakey and stuff. And I really recommend this face primer by e.l.f. It's only $6, very affordable, and it really does its job. And I really do see that my foundation, it looks way different as opposed to not using any primer at all. So I really like that. And for my lips, I'm gonna moisturize with Maybelline's Baby Lips. This one's in Peach Kiss. It's just a little stick like that, just for a little moisture on my lips as well. So now that that's set, I'm gonna use my Revlon Color Stay. I'm in the shade 350 Tan. This is for combination oily skin. And I'm going to apply this on my brush. The brush that I like using is the e.l.f. powder brush. Even though I don't use it for powder, I use it for foundation. I like it because it's very dome on the surface and it really packs in the foundation well. It blends it in really, really good. Another brush you can use is the dual fiber one, like this one. This is the MAC 187. This works good as well, but it's just too soft for me, and it kind of streaks my foundation because of the hairs. And it works good, it's just I prefer this one. So I'm gonna dab some on my brush here. I'm almost out of this, so it's kind of hard. It's not even coming out. Okay, so there we go. I just used about that much. And I'm gonna dot my face. My forehead. Also a little bit down my neck, just so everything looks evenly. So once I got that in, I'm gonna start blending it, and I don't like smear it all together. I just press it down on my skin because it looks more dewy and it looks more natural. Sometimes I like to mix my MAC Fix Fluid. It's a bit darker, and I apply it on the outsides of my face, but I don't have enough anymore to do that for this video. A bit some on my lids, like that. And then the next step I do is I conceal my under eye area. And I'm gonna use MAC's, what is this, Studio Finish Concealer, and I'm in NC 35 under my eyes. For my face, I'm in NC 42, so this is like 7 shades lighter, and I'm gonna be using this under my eyes. And this is a creamy product, so if you don't set your concealer, it will crease. So I like to do a triangle right here. I like to highlight that part of my face and make it look brighter than the rest of my face, just so that my eyes pop a bit more and I look more awake. And I set that concealer right away. So if you don't set your concealer right away, it will crease. But before I set it, I'm going to use Maybelline's Age Rewind. It's an illuminator. Okay, I was looking for the word illuminator, but it doesn't say. I'm just going to dab a little bit right here on my cheekbones and just blend that out with my fingers. It's just gonna illuminate this area once again, and it's gonna give me that natural highlighted look. Like we noticed Kim Kardashian's under eye area, how she looks very, very highlighted. I like that look, so that's the look I'm going for. And I set my concealer with this CoverGirl translucent powder, and this one's a medium, translucent medium. Just looks like that. Just gonna tap some off right there. And I dab this under my eyes like that to just set all that together. And then I get a powder brush like this, and I just blend that out. And for that highlighted look I was talking about by Kim Kardashian, I'm gonna highlight right here on our nose, down the bridge of our nose, and a little bit above our forehead with the concealer. A little bit on top of the eyebrows. Make sure that's blended out. Using your fingers is the best application, just because it's skin to skin and it just tends to blend a bit, you know, more natural looking. So I'm also gonna set that, but I'm gonna use my brush like this. Just get a little bit of what's on top there. And set that on my highlighted areas. Okay, so now we're gonna set the rest of our foundation, and I apply this Maybelline Fit Me shade 325. Just looks like that. Has a mirror over here. And I'm going to use that same powder brush, and I'm just going to grab some like this and set the outside of my foundation. And this step is just so that, you know, your foundation is set with powder. Powder absorbs oil, and you don't look oily throughout the day. And the next thing I do is I contour, and this is NYC Sunny Bronzer. It's just a very matte bronzer. It looks like this. And I like using another one of these e.l.f. powder brushes because I like using this part of the brush. So I go in like this with it. That part, and I contour underneath my cheekbones. and on the temples of my forehead, just to give the illusion of a much slimmer face because it creates a shadow along this area. And down the my jawline to just slim down my face a bit. I have a really round face, as you can tell. So if you have a face shape similar to mine, this is very good. This step is very convenient for you as well. And I'm gonna take my powder brush again, and I'm just gonna blend all that together. There might be some powder left over, so that's also gonna help me blend out my bronzer. Okay, so that is it as far as my contouring and foundation and all that. Okay, so after this, I just, do my eyes, my eye makeup, and my brows as well.